Hello everyone, welcome to Biography, the place where we explore the lives of fascinating people who changed the world. Today, we journey into the life of Osho, a spiritual teacher, rebel, and meditation pioneer whose ideas challenged tradition and inspired millions across the globe. From a curious child in a small Indian village to the leader of a worldwide movement, Osho's story is one of awakening, freedom, and controversy. Join me as we discover the full journey of this remarkable man, his teachings, struggles, and lasting legacy. Let's begin. Osho was born on December 11, 1931, in a small village of central India. He was the oldest of 11 children in a family of cloth merchants who followed Jainism, a religion focused on peace and non-violence. Even as a child, Osho was different. He was curious, questioning, and often rebellious. Instead of accepting things because that's how they have always been, he wanted to know why. He questioned social customs, religious traditions, and even the idea of God. He spent hours alone, experimenting with meditation and searching for inner silence. When Osho was 21, while studying philosophy at college, he had a deep spiritual experience called enlightenment. This changed his life forever. He realized that true freedom comes from seeing the mind clearly and letting go of all mental conditioning. After this, he studied more, won national debate competitions, and became a professor of philosophy. But he wasn't satisfied with just teaching in classrooms. He wanted to awaken people's consciousness on a much larger scale. By 1966, he left his university job to travel across India, speaking to thousands in open fields and starting meditation camps. He developed a new meditation method called dynamic meditation. It combined fast breathing, movement, emotional release, and silence, helping people deal with stress and find peace. Unlike traditional spiritual teachers, who asked people to give up the world, Osho taught that one should live fully and freely, but without being trapped by past beliefs. He called this new path neo-sannyas. In 1970, Osho moved to Mumbai, where his community grew rapidly. People from around the world, especially from the West, came to learn from him. They were attracted by his open attitude toward life, including love, freedom, and creativity. Between 1974 and 1981, he ran a large ashram in Pune, India, where thousands gathered every year. His talks covered many spiritual traditions like yoga, Zen, Tantra, but he always emphasized meditation as the key to freedom. The Pune ashram was also a healing center, combining Eastern meditation with Western psychotherapy, helping people overcome fears, addictions, and emotional wounds. In 1981, facing health problems, Osho stopped giving talks and moved to a large ranch in Oregon, USA, where his followers built the Rajneeshpuram commune, a city in the desert meant to be a place of meditation, freedom, and community. Thousands lived and visited there. The land was transformed from dry desert to green fields. The commune held large festivals and cultural events that attracted many visitors. However, the commune faced growing opposition from local residents and government agencies. The 1980s were a time of suspicion against cults, and Rajneeshpuram became a target. His personal secretary, Ma Anand Sheela, was found guilty of serious crimes like poisoning and wiretapping, which brought negative attention. In 1985, Osho was arrested on immigration charges and held in jail under harsh conditions, where he was possibly poisoned. He accepted a plea deal, paid a large fine, and was deported from the United States. After deportation, Osho traveled the world, but many countries denied him entry because of political pressure. Finally, he returned to India in 1986 and resumed his spiritual work. He introduced new meditations like Mystic Rose, which used laughter, crying, and silence to heal emotions. Around this time, he dropped the name Bhagwan and Rajneesh and chose to be called simply Osho, which means oceanic, symbolizing boundless consciousness. Osho continued to teach until his health declined. On January 19, 1990, he passed away peacefully, saying, "No, just let me go. Existence decides its timing." Osho taught that true freedom comes from meditation, the practice of watching the mind, without judgment. He believed most people live trapped by their past conditioning and social rules. To be truly alive, one must break free from these mental chains. His most famous meditation, dynamic meditation, helps modern people release stress through physical movement, emotional expression, and silence. It has 5 stages, from intense breathing and catharsis to joyful celebration. Another practice, Kundalini meditation, involves shaking, expressing emotions freely, jumping, and then sitting silently to awaken life energy. The Mystic Rose meditation lasts 21 days and uses laughter to release joy, crying to release grief, and silence to find peace. This powerful process helps cleanse deep emotional pain. Osho also believed in the power of love, rebellion, and creativity. He encouraged people to rebel against anything that limited their growth, whether social norms, religions, or old beliefs. But at the heart of his message was love, not possessive or controlling, but free and expansive. In the 1960s and 70s, Western seekers hungry for new spirituality found Osho's message refreshing. He combined ancient Eastern wisdom with modern psychology in ways that spoke directly to the problems of the modern world. Psychotherapists and leaders of the human potential movement, which focused on unlocking human creativity and self-awareness, were deeply influenced by Osho. His experiential meditation techniques became part of therapy and wellness programs worldwide. Osho's followers helped spread his teachings around the globe. His books, talks, and meditation methods have been translated into over 50 languages and continue to inspire millions today. Osho's life was not without difficulties. His open attitude toward sexuality and rejection of traditional religious rules shocked many. The legal battles and scandals at Rajneeshpuram brought him harsh criticism. Some governments saw him as a threat and denied him entry. Despite this, Osho always maintained his teachings were about freedom, love, and awakening, not politics or power. He accepted criticism as part of his rebel spirit, believing every individual must find their own truth. Today, Osho's meditation techniques are practiced worldwide. The Osho International Meditation Resort in Pune remains a major center for spiritual growth. Thousands visit each year to meditate, heal, and learn. His message that life is to be celebrated, questioned, and lived fully continues to inspire people across cultures. Whether seen as a spiritual master, a rebel, or a controversial figure, Osho's life invites us all to look deeply within and live with courage, joy, and freedom. Osho's life was a bold invitation to question everything and live fully in the moment. Though his path was filled with challenges and controversy, his teachings continue to touch hearts and minds worldwide. His legacy reminds us that true freedom comes from within, through meditation, love, and fearless rebellion against what holds us back. Thank you for watching this deep dive into Osho's life. If you enjoyed this story, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more inspiring biographies. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep growing.